Foster, his face curves up a little bit. He's got an underbite, which he inherited from his mom, Jade. When we get in the water with the animals, we can use what we call mimicry to communicate with them. So dolphins, being social animals, they learn most of their life skills by mimicking others in their social group, whether they're out in the ocean learning migration patterns and foraging, or they're here learning all the different hand signals that we have. So April is doing some mimicry with Foster over there. This is what we call an alternating spy hop. So this is a natural behavior that we see where the dolphins try to get a better look of the environment around them. So that's Foster there with that underbite on the front of his face. And Foster's 7, so he's still growing into his body. So his fins are really disproportionate. His forehead is a little bit too large for his body, but he'll grow into that. Male dolphins can grow all the way up to about 20 to 21 years old. That's when they reach maturity. Now in the back left-hand portion of the habitat, you're seeing our 6 females being interacted with in a completely different way. So as I said earlier, every single session that we do is different. So this is Bo here in the center. And you see when April wiggles her feet, Bo wiggles his tail. So dolphins don't understand, they don't have feet, but they understand that our feet corresponds to their tail. They don't have hands, but they understand that those pectoral flippers on the side of their body, they're a little bit similar. And so this is basically how we communicate with our dolphins all throughout the day. So we give hand signals or different ways to move our body, and either they do what we're asking for, or they do something else. And it doesn't really matter which they choose to do. But when they do the correct thing, they hear the whistle. And the whistle basically means, hey, you did a great job. And after we blow the whistle, it is actually not a cue for the animals to do a behavior. It's just that dolphin high five, and that tells them that something good is going to happen. Whether we're going to ask them for their favorite behavior, or we're going to give them fish, ice cubes, jello, back rubs, any of their favorite toys. So we are not a dolphin vending machine here at the National Aquarium. We're more like a dolphin slot machine. They never know what we're going to ask for and what prize they're going to get. So you'll see how closely Foster is watching April here. Fake them out a little bit. And that's how observant our dolphins are of their environment. So when we're interacting with them, they're very, very aware of the things that we're asking for, but they can always, always, always choose to just swim away and do something else. So we can't force an animal to do anything they don't want to do, but we can make it fun by sharing these behaviors with all of their favorite things. And for Bo and Foster, they really enjoy ice cubes and jello and attention as well.
Oh, look at the cat.
So it looks like we're getting both boys out here. And this is what we call a hula. So Foster, the 7-year-old, is closer to the glass. Bo, the 9-year-old, is a little farther away. So you'll see that when April wiggles her hands, Bo and Foster wiggle their pectoral flippers. And those allow the dolphins to steer and stop in the aquatic environment. So this is a great way to be able to see the difference between the boys. Maybe. So there's Foster. And on the right-hand side is Bo. So that's an instance where the dolphins decided to talk to each other in the middle of class, kind of like human toddlers or human students will do, and that's totally fine. So when dolphins make mistakes or they choose to do something else, absolutely nothing happens. We never yell at the dolphins when they're bugged out, we don't walk away now, because punishment doesn't actually work with changing the behavior of animals. So we only pay attention to what the dolphins do correctly, and we simply ignore any mistakes, and we actually probably laugh about it. It's pretty funny to see what they come up with. So this is Foster again.
Yeah, turn over.
So all of those sounds come from the blowhole at the top of the head. Even though Foster's mouth was open, no air passes through the mouth. So all of the funny squeaks and whistles and clicks, those all come from the blowhole at the top of the head. Bo decided he needed a quick pass by at the center before going out to April. Hey. For those of you in the front, this water is a only 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
What's he doing?
It's splashing.
So here at Dolphin Discovery, we have 1.3 million gallons of salt water manufactured in-house, making this the largest exhibit that we have here at the National Aquarium. And what you're going to see next is what we call gating or shifting. So with the animals, they are comfortable in all four portions of our habitat space. So we take turns having the animals in different portions of the habitat. We can configure the animals in lots of different ways. So we're going to be asking Bo and Foster into that back right-hand portion of the habitat. If they want to go, that's awesome. We're going to give them a huge party. If they want to stay where they are, we're going to lower the door and move on with our lives. So it looks like they chose to go through that door. And this gating or shifting is really important for offering the animals variety throughout the day, as well as for the animals' safety. So when we do scuba diving with the dolphins, we can't actually be with the dolphins. Right? So we have really big machines that are very heavy. Lots of metal, lots of hoses that the dolphins can get stuck in. So we want the animals separated from them while we're cleaning the house. So this gating is a really important part of their day. We do it all throughout the day, but it also allows us to give them different social configurations as well. So you're going to see we're going to do the same thing with our 6 females in the back left-hand portion of the habitat. So you see how quickly the dolphins take off, and they can swim at top speeds of 20 to 25 miles per hour, which is about 4 times faster than microdolphins. You see when the dolphins make it to the other side, they just go to the trainer that they were assigned with before, and then we move on with the session. We can either end it right there, or we can continue doing lots of different activities. So the dolphins never ever know what's coming next. It's sort of like a surprise party every time we show up.